It's as I tell you. It's not a choke. Not a choke or an exaggeration. You reset once, the magic touch is gone. I could also go hyper aggressive on resource consumption as well. Not a particularly bad idea. Just that in the first stage there aren't that many bullets to use release and absorb back the release items. For example, even here it looks like she's firing a lot of bullets, but in reality it's not that many. Not that exaggerated. So using the release, not gonna be that good of an idea. And that applies to most of this anyways. And there is another problem that Cirno has, and it's that her regular damage is absolute trash. Like, actual trash. Well, it's essentially the worst regular shot type in the game. Like, her bomb is nice, but essentially everything else is bad. Is the reason why, like, it will be a more interesting choice than Reimu that has a very strong shot type on top of using the fall subseason. Using the fall subseason on Cirno seems more reasonable as a more like balanced challenge. It's essentially like you're using the worst shot type with the best subseason. With Reimu, even if she's not like literally the best shot type, well, depending on what you do, but for people that are not very good at the game, like me, Reimu is an amazing shot type. Because it essentially does everything for you with the auto aim. Wow, you timed that out, no way. Well, you can kinda see the issue. You can easily see the problem with Cirno. You're not supposed to time that spell out. Well, Aya's shot type is also pretty bad. I think this one is worse. I think that Aya's focus damage, even though not ideal, is not as bad as this. Because the thing about Cirno is, when we're talking about focus, there's not much of a focus in the first place. Like, the spread shot still spreads, you know? That part didn't really change. Tempted to bomb here. Probably shouldn't have, but whatever. So, actually, Cirno does keep iframes until the end of the spell card. I thought she didn't, but she does. And I'm assuming Aya will do as well. Because Aya and Cirno spell cards are extremely similar. Only difference is the range, kinda. Everything else is very similar, like very long duration spell cards, and if they miss, they don't deal any damage, basically. And you can miss them both very easily. Even more so Cirno's. spell carries. Yeah. No, not amazing by any means, but it can deal a lot of damage if you actually. Well, even if you don't really use it against the boss, it can deal damage because it lasts a long time, and during that time you can like shotgun the boss. I think the shot type is very good at shotgunning. Well, I mean, if it isn't this shot type, which other one would it be? I guess Aya. Aya is not bad at shotgunning either. This one is probably better. The problem is that every other pattern is gonna go to a timeout. That's the issue. The moment you don't use bomb, trying to get a pattern normal is most likely not happening. Damn, I really had to fail it right at the end. You really had to do it like that. But another good thing about the Cirno's bomb is that it gives you a lot of release items, depending on the bullet density, of course. She just refuses to go down. And the thing is that this game also has very low time down, I mean time out, times, for lack of a better word. It's essentially very easy for Cirno to time out like it's nothing. I can't believe that. You did that on purpose to piss me off. There is no other reason for you to kill me on the last frame. You just did that to piss me off. It was deliberate. There was a specific clause in the code that did that on purpose. I can't believe it. Very evil of you. I lost 2 bombs. Could have been worse, but especially compared to the trash that the previous runs were. Well, the trash in terms of how many resources I spent. Well, I spent, not even spent, that I wasted by not using them. So kinda like the opposite of spend. Almost got spawn killed by those bullets. Almost. Well, spawn kill in the sense that their spawn almost killed me. Not that I got kill on spawn. I mean, you cannot get kill on spawn in Touhou. Doesn't work that way. You get iframes. Well, even if you didn't get iframes at the beginning of a stage, it's not like there's anything shooting at you anyways. Actually, getting iframes at the beginning of a stage, no, I don't think you have. As I said, it doesn't matter because nobody's shooting at you anyways, but there are no actual iframes. So I feel like I remember some Touhou games having your character blinking at the beginning, which I will assume it suggests iframes. Hey, I don't know. Well, whatever, who cares? It's like the most useless thing to know anyways. Absolutely useless piece of information. Alright. Definitely fall makes you do a lot of stuff for free. So here I rather bomb. It is a very, very brain dead subseason. Without a doubt. You know, if the idea is warming up for Touhou 20, I don't think this is the right way to do it actually, because Touhou 20 is not gonna have anything this broken unless he adds a new mechanic that wasn't in the demo. Like, thinking it carefully, this might not actually be a good warm-up after all. This might be a bad one. If anything, instead of warming up, I'm just gonna get cold. Honestly, I don't wanna deal with this Pelgar. So how is it going, Sirpion? In EOSD you have iframes at the beginning and you can even use it on the first fairies flying out. I feel like I remember that being the case in one of the older games. I don't think these ones do though. Yeah, you actually don't have iframes, so it's not like it matters here, because you don't get a... like, it's not like you can get spawn killed. Like, that's not possible. That is not a possibility. This is not Call of Duty. But yeah, I mostly mention iframes at the beginning of the stage because I was saying before, I was playing Ketsui off stream some days ago, and in Ketsui the starting iframes are actually useful. Like, they are something that you want to exploit as much as you can. Also, important piece of information, I don't have any more bombs. So don't press that X button because it's not gonna do shit. Don't do it. I know you want to, but it's not gonna do anything. So refrain, do not do it. Don't waste your time. Well, your time. More than your time, don't waste your resources. The only resource I can waste here is my lives, because that's not enough to reload. I might die here. That's not dodgeable for me. There is no way I can legitimately dodge this pattern the intended way. But the intended way was most likely using release anyways. Usually soon when he balances game, he balances it around the mechanics, so obviously you can do it without using release, but I don't think I want to, personally. I'm gonna bomb that. In fact, I shouldn't have even used release there. It really... like, this kind of thing really shows you how infinitely brain dead the fall is. Like, having this many resources when I've been doing pretty much nothing but subseason cancel. I saw that bullet. Didn't get surprised by it this time. Hey, that's fine. If you have tools, they are there for you to use it, to use them. Why else will you have them? Besides, I think that it's done a more than enough fair trade, considering that you have to deal with Cirno as the main shot type. I think it's fair. It's basically a very unoriginal way of playing the game. Basically, anyone whose objective is beating this game exclusively, like just beating it, not with any challenge, they will pick Fall, because it's that good. It's just that good of a season. I don't think I'm gonna risk it here, I'm just gonna bomb. You can tell that if the bomb hits the boss, it's an amazing bomb. But if it doesn't, it's still good, but not that good. Will be better. Ah, shit. I don't have subseason. I do have bomb. Well, now I do. Didn't have it before. No problem. I want to dodge this, but I don't wanna risk it. God damn it. The eternal dilemma. Not to mention it's Cirno, so it's gonna take a while to take it down anyways. I'm already getting dizzy. I can't. I'm getting dizzy already. Like, I was gonna start losing my... like my precision, basically. I still don't know why that doesn't give you that many items when you cancel that many bullets. Did you hear that Sun say how he achieved great balance for Touhou 20? No, I didn't hear. But yeah, I don't know. I like, honestly, with Touhou 20, the only thing that I expect myself to do is failure. I only expect to fail and fail and fail. At least playing on Lunatic. I want to believe I can at least beat the game on normal. That shouldn't be an achievement for me, but it seems like it will be. It seems that the normal mode in that game is gonna be the equivalent of Lunatic in a lot of other games. In fact, you can probably say that it might be the equivalent to Lunatic in this game. Lunatic in this game, assuming you use every resource the game gives you, it's a very easy game. Well, a very easy game compared to what it could be, I mean, obviously. What I'm trying to say is that most likely gonna be like that for normal Touhou 20, the equivalent of trying to do Lunatic here. There is still hope. Well, I don't have any hope, but on myself. Like, I don't know how it's gonna be received generally, and I'm not interested either. But when it comes to me, myself, I don't have any hope I can beat the game on Lunatic. Like, after seeing the demo, I feel like it's gonna be another UFO situation. You know that after all these years I still was not able to beat UFO in Lunatic. And not for lack of trying, that's the thing. Because you might be like, well, you just gotta farm it a little bit and you should get it. Well, no, I tried. I tried doing it off the stream, I tried doing it on stream. I cannot beat that game, basically. It's just not possible. And I feel like Touhou 20 will be like that as well. Wow, that was pretty close. Couldn't keep the miracles going for that long, I guess. Alright, that's fine. That is fine. Is this fine though? Well, with this amount of resources it should. I'm just gonna bomb in your face. Well, actually I think that didn't count as in her face, unfortunately. Gotta go a little bit closer than that. That was not close enough. Yeah, like spell cards like that will probably be very hard if you try to dodge them normally, but the moment you try to use release, it becomes a different story. I think I'm gonna bomb this one. Like I captured it in the Reimu attempt, but I don't wanna try it again. I don't think it's gonna happen twice. I think it's one of those spell cards that only happens one per session, and then you can forget about it. Only one attempt per session, but not allow more. I don't have bombs. I'm just gonna skip these patterns, if you don't mind. This one, since it has lasers, I shouldn't. But it's also about being careful with the talismans. The talismans are done with hatred. I can tell you that. Those curvy trajectories are not very nice at all. I ended up bombing anyways, but whatever. Alright. Actually, this is not really that many more resources compared to the Reimu run at all. Not a bad amount, but I don't think it's gonna be an attempt that is gonna get till the end. We will see though. Will happen, will not happen. I don't know. The problem is that if Reimu struggle taking these guys down, Cirno is gonna struggle twice as much. She's trying her best, okay? I'm just gonna bomb. I mean, if you don't down them before that, they don't give you the reward. And the reward is essentially a full bomb, so might as well get it. I also, differently from the Reimu run, I don't think I'm gonna risk it against Okina's non-spells. Like, I really want to dodge them, but there is no reason to. I mean, it wouldn't be that bad if it wasn't for the season items. The season items merging with the bullets is so irritating visually. It's just very hard to tell what you're dodging, you know? Or here I think the bullet density is even better here. And the visibility is even worse because it merges with the background. That's the one thing about a lot of Touhou games, that when you play some other more traditional shoot 'em ups, you start to realize how bad the visibility is. Well, unless that the game is Battle Garega. But Battle Garega shouldn't be you know, a benchmark for anything. Yeah, Battle Garega will be the exception in terms of the lack of visual clarity. Yeah, Battle Garega is the exception for a lot of things. Also the exception for dumb mechanics, for For many things, really. More than I can probably think of right now. Wow, really? How did you die in the easiest non-spell like that? Are you a moron? Yes, I am. I'm gonna rebomb here, because I don't wanna deal with this. Despite the fact that you might think that this is free and I already won, I really didn't, because of the final spell card. Even though this particular final spell card is one of the easiest ones, I still wouldn't count it out. It's not over yet. It's not over till it's over. How using release this spell card is quite easy, assuming you can recharge in time for the next wave. Well, considering Cirno's bomb, I think this should be more than fine. So basically what happens is that you are not allowed to use your release at all, so something as brain dead as the fall release, no, you're not allowed to use that anymore. But yeah, that's fine, because I mean I have a lot of lives and you're allowed to use bombs. In fact, actually, hold up. Oh, but it has a bomb shield. I did not remember that. She has a bomb shield. I'm surprised because Shunko doesn't have a bomb shield. I mean, I know that that's a different game, but it's a previous game. Well, neither Shunko or Shimio-maru have a bomb shield. In fact, actually, I think that Miko doesn't have a bomb shield either. But Okina does. I did not remember that. That's an interesting detail that I didn't account for. Because that means that it probably could be a defeat right now. It could easily be a defeat. I don't think I'm good enough to dodge this pattern. I used to be, kinda. Nowadays, I don't think I can do it. But we still have 2 more bombs. Could be worse, I think. One more bomb. Nice. I'm actually out of resources. How am I able to do it like this every time? It seems that all of my recent 1 coin clears in Touhou always have like only one, like, well, not one, 0 resources left. It's crazy. Well, I will say that that was pretty nice, but all being so brain dead doesn't really make it feel that nice to do. That's fine. She thinks. I mean, later on I probably should try doing it with a subseason that is not this brain dead, but like when you use fall, the game falls apart. I mean, falls apart in the sense that you can do anything you want. Like, the game cannot stop you. It only stops you on the final spell card, and with the amount of resource that you amass in the entirety of the game, it doesn't really matter. So later on I kinda wanna try doing a couple of runs with Winter, maybe. Yeah, most likely Winter. Though I do want to try extra no release. See how that goes. I think it's been so long since I did that. I think that's a very hard challenge. So I wouldn't really say that it's something I'm ready for. But I wanna try, so I will try. See how it goes.